News is live, local, late breaking. Now 10 News at 6.
A military crash kills a former State College resident. Good evening and welcome to 10 News at 6. I'm Chuck Farrell.
And I'm Carolyn Donaldson. Topping our news, a Center County family in mourning. Their 25-year-old son confirmed dead after a military plane crash.
U.S. Navy search teams have found the wreckage of the plane off the coast of Puerto Rico. 3 Navy flyers are dead, including 25-year-old Lieutenant Thomas McCombie of State College. 10 News reporter John Clay is live in State College with more. John?
Hi, Chuck. Well, Thomas Brandon McCombie, or Brandon, as everyone called him here in town, was a pilot of an S-3B Viking jet that disappeared around 9:30 on Tuesday night. Last night, the Navy found the wreckage, but they waited until today to release information about the crash. It is considered an accident, and the Navy is currently trying to find out why the jet went down. Now, Brandon McCombie was stationed in Jacksonville, Florida, and assigned to the USS Harry Truman. The Navy says before the jet disappeared Tuesday night, it was in the middle of an in-flight refueling exercise. His battle group is getting ready to go fight the war on terror. Now, Brandon McCombie graduated with honors from Penn State's Naval ROTC program in '98. He comes from a distinguished military family that lives here in State College. We had the honor of meeting his dad, Ryan McCombie, who is a former Navy captain and SEAL team commander. Certainly, it is a tight-knit group of military folks who live and serve in this area of State College, and they are all grieving today from this news. The Naval ROTC unit commander who knew Brandon describes him as a talented, bright, and positive young man, the kind of guy that you just like to be around.
Brandon was a exceptionally enthusiastic, energetic young man who really embraced life. He just, his biggest desire was to be a naval aviator, and he is a young man who just, to me, epitomized the real good in the young men and women of this country and our military.
Now, the McCombie family doesn't know yet about the scheduling for services for Brandon. We'll let you know about that in the future. They do know they are setting up a scholarship in his memory at Penn State University. Reporting live from State College, I'm John Clay. Chuck and Carolyn, back to you.
All right, thanks, John.
He would have done the maximum for this country. He'd have given his life for this country. He did give his life for this country.
It's in honor of this ultimate sacrifice that dozens of friends, family members, and fellow soldiers gathered Monday to remember Lieutenant Brandon McCombie. The 25-year-old died when his Navy jet crashed off the coast of Puerto Rico 2 weeks ago.
All he ever wanted to do was fly. And he got his wish. He was able to fly.
So does it mean Brandon, even for a brief moment?
Close family friend Lieutenant Thomas Norris, after whom Brandon was named, speaks of the young man's love of life. But this Medal of Honor winner and former Navy SEAL also applauds Brandon's love of his country.
He loved this country. He loved the military. He loved flying, which is what he wanted to do.
For many, the Penn State graduate will not only be known as a son, brother, friend, and soldier, but also as a role model for younger generations.
Be supportive of the military, be supportive of the young men and women. You look at Brandon, what a fine example he was. I mean, and for young people to look up to. I mean, what he did for young people, even though he was still a young man, he did so much.
A French frogman friend of ours.
Oh, really?
When I was coming back from, and that's Brandon right there.
To fly this combat aircraft, after which I will probably be among those who go. Until then, I will be in the relatively safe confines of San Diego. When the time comes, if the time comes, I will go with honor. Through all my years of being involved with the military, all my years, I've always said that I would be willing to give my life for our country if so required. However, never have I had such a cause that I could and will stand for. My son is one of a long line of people that lost their life for this country.
This is a difficult Veterans Day for former Navy SEAL Ryan McCombie. 2 months ago, his son died while flying a Navy jet off the coast of Puerto Rico. 25-year-old Lieutenant Brandon McCombie was preparing to deploy for Operation Enduring Freedom. The cause of the crash is still unreported. Military dignitaries flew into Center County from around the country for Brandon's funeral, including 2 Medal of Honor recipients, Mike Thornton and Tom Norris. Thornton, Norris, and Ryan McCombie met and became standout SEALs in Vietnam. In May of 1972, Norris won his Medal of Honor for leading a SEAL team to save some downed airmen. The movie Bat 21 is loosely based on that effort. 6 months later, Tom Norris was shot in the head by the North Vietnamese. Mike Thornton got his friend to safety and received his Medal of Honor. Thornton and Norris are 2 of the most highly revered SEALs in U.S. Navy history, and they don't mince words about the importance of Veterans Day.
I don't think there's never enough to say about our veterans. I think there should be something said every day about our veterans, because so many people have given up the utmost, they have given their lives for us to have the freedom in this country, and a lot of people take it for granted.
Despite their high profiles, both Mike and Tom think that one of the best ways to celebrate Veterans Day is to thank everyone they meet that's serving in uniform.
They're kind of shocked because it's unusual for them, and they don't know who I am from Adam, but I know what they're doing, and you have to thank them for that. And for all those that went before them, they should be remembered.
Obviously, Ryan McCombie doesn't need any help recognizing what a service member can risk, but his son has left some things behind. About a year before he died, his son Brandon wrote this poem entitled "The Soldier," a chilling prophecy of his impending sacrifice.
I stand at the station awaiting my train. Ways to stay I ponder in vain. My duties to go so others may live. When my country calls, my life I'll give. He believed that this mattered, that at the end of the day what he did mattered, and it was something that was altruistic and it was for other people. Now that's not to say that he didn't love to fly.
John Clay, 10 News, State College.